Alrighty, so I have this bad boy in the house, and this is the Viltrox 50mm f2 Air series lens, but it's for a full frame system. Now I have this in the Z mount version, and I've been using this for several weeks now, and I want to give you guys my thoughts on the lens. So let's go. So what are the Air series? So according to Viltrox, they are designed to be lightweight, compact, and travel friendly. We've seen this already in their APS-C lens lineup. I tested their 25mm f1.7, 35mm f1.7, and the 56mm f1.7 Air. And let me tell you, all of them are great. All of them are budget-friendly options, and they all have autofocus, and they all have great image quality and great sharpness for the price. And while I was using this lens, the 50mm f2, I was reminded again by how great their Air series is. But this time, I was able to use it on my full-frame Nikon Z8, and the pictures I got look fantastic. And for a full-frame lens, it's quite light. It's the same materials that you find in the APS-C Air series. It's high-quality plastic, it's light, comes with the lens hood right here, and as you can see, there is a focusing ring. However, the focusing ring could be a little bit better. It's not as dampened as I would like. And also, there is no aperture dial as well. At the back of the mount, you can see the USB-C port, which is right here. But however, there is no rubber gasket seal. So hopefully we see that in the next iteration. So again, it is not weather sealed. This lens is a 50mm f2 lens. So you can say it's sort of like a nifty 50. It also has the stepping motors for their autofocus. And the minimum focusing distance on this lens is 51 centimeters. And this is the least favorite part of mine because I've been shooting with 50mm equivalents for a long time, and they are usually around 30 to 40 centimeters. I just wish that we could get it a little bit closer. Now, when it comes to their autofocusing on the Nikon Z8, I really had no issues with this lens. It hasn't been a problem for me, and I shoot portraits with it, and most of the subjects are usually standing in one spot. The eye tracking works very well with this lens, and while I was reviewing the catalogs, I've been more than happy with the shots that I got. The eyes are tack sharp, it nails the iris very well, so I am very satisfied. When it comes to image quality, this is where it surprised me because like the other Air series I've tested, it's incredible. The lens is sharp, wide open. There is a little bit of vignetting, however, at f2, but that could be corrected in Adobe Lightroom. I was hoping for their full-frame Air series that they were going to keep the aperture around f1.7 or f1.8. Perhaps an f2 lens makes sense in this case, just to keep the size of the lenses more manageable and smaller and more compact. Perhaps an f1.7 or an f1.8 lens full-frame would be too big to call it an Air series. However, using the f2 lens outside shooting portraits and trying to get sample images with it, I thought the images looked great. The images were sharp. Even at f2, the center sharpness was there. There's still a good amount of blur in the image as well, so it's not like there isn't any background blur at all. This shot of my hand holding the smartphone was taken at f2 during the sunset, and you can still see a decent amount of subject separation and background blur. While I was shooting portraits with it, even at f2, I still see a small amount of pop that I honestly don't see on my crop sensor cameras. I would say that the look that you get out of this lens is very clean, sharp, and it can get the job done for you. There is a little bit of green fringing that I found, but nothing too noticeable. And this lens does flare up when shooting backlit or towards the sun. Now this is where the lens hood will come in handy if you want to avoid that. But the flares on this lens, I can find you can use it artistically. Viltrox is changing the game with the Air series, and I honestly didn't think you can get such great images with a lens that is marketed towards the budget-friendly photographers. I really like what they're doing over there at Viltrox lately. They have been releasing a lot of great lenses in the past couple of years, and I had the opportunity to try them all. So this lens is coming in at 200 bucks. What you are getting for 200 bucks is a compact f2 lens, great for beginners, great for the budget-friendly folks out there, great for people wanting a modern full-frame nifty 50 lens. You get great image quality that won't break the bank, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. So I appreciate Viltrox for sending me over this lens for review, and if you're interested in this lens, I'll leave the links down in the description below, and let me know what you think of this lens. What are your thoughts on this lens? And Viltrox also sent me their 135mm f1.8 lab series lens, and I'm excited to be reviewing that for you guys. So if you guys want to see that video, make sure to subscribe for when that video comes out. Anyways, thanks so much.